What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Buildit video, and today we are going to talk about specialization buildings, which ones are kind of cool, what you might want to save up for. I did do a video that was about which epic pointers to buy and which buildings were the best for epic pointers for the cheapest price. But this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to talk about the buildings that are in each category, which ones, I like the most, or that are cool, or that I think are too expensive, or anything like that. So if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. I know everybody on YouTube says this, it's super annoying, but the more subscribers we have and the more likes we have, the more people we can branch out to. So, and I do upload videos like daily now, and I am going to be making my channel about more than just this game. It's going to be, honestly, I'm going to talk about all kinds of just stuff. Games, life stuff in general. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Now, specialization category. Let's go ahead and start with parks, because that's the one that everybody unlocks when you don't have to pay to unlock this one. You get this one right off the bat. Now, keep in mind that if you guys buy these parks, and a lot of people have done this, what they will do is they will purchase these parks for coins, because that's how much, these first two, they cost coins. And then later, when they're broke, they'll bulldoze them for half the coins. That is an option. However, I do not recommend doing that unless you actually don't want that park anymore and you really don't care that you're missing out on those coins. They are a good pop boost for the beginning of the game for low-level people. A lot of these parks are holiday parks. They are basically special limited edition buildings. They do usually come around every year. I've been playing 4 years, and a lot of these I see almost every year. Sometimes they add in new ones, other times they don't. You are going to want to pay attention to the population boost, the area coverage, and obviously the cost. Now, let's say that it is Easter and we have the Easter buildings out. If you guys find something that you like and you like it a lot and you have the funds to do so, buy a lot of them if that's something that you want. Buy however many you are going to want, because they might not come back around for another year or at all. And the reason that I say this is because, see this floating lantern building? I thought it looked really cool as the lanterns would, kind of float over the water at nighttime. They light up. And I made the mistake of not buying them. And I had to wait a whole year for them to come back. So when they did come back, I bought like 8 of them. I know I went way overboard, but I put them all around my city. And I put them on my regional maps and stuff. So just keep that in mind, you guys, that you guys are going to want to get your, and when they go half off. So like this one right here, this Plumb-Bob Park, it's a 20% boost, but it only takes up one teeny tiny square. It's 140 cash though. So I always buy this one when it goes on sale, because it goes on sale quite a bit for half price, along with another one that's super popular is this little pink one, this little pink tree. It costs coins. I get this one when it's half off, and it costs 30,000 when it's half off. I can't tell you how many of these I have. They're all over my capital map. They're all over my regional maps. I probably, no joke, have like 70 of these damn things. So they are a good pop boost if you have large buildings. See how I have just a few. Like one right there it's doing 5,500 for that one tiny square. So they are a good pop boost. I think they're cute. I don't imagine a lot of guys buy these trees. Maybe they do. I've seen a lot of cities where people will line their entire city with them, which I think looks kind of cool. They're just kind of showing off how much they've spent. The skate park here, I've never purchased it. I don't recommend purchasing it. It's ugly and it costs $800. Why? I have no idea. Sure, it does a 40% pop boost, but so do a lot of other buildings that cost a fraction of the price, and it's not like it looks cool. So that one I don't buy. This one I have purchased when it was on half off I don't care much for it. This one I thought looked cool. The Tokyo Town Gate. That one looked pretty cool when it was around, like the Tokyo buildings, when you have your Tokyo homes and you have them on like the first or second upgrade when they're super short. They look really cute with the little pink trees and this park around it. Because like one thing that you can do, especially if you're somebody who has a hard time figuring out what designs you guys want or like what you want to make your city look like, what I try to do is I try to do displays. And I tried to, like, for example, this one right here with the Valentine's Day stuff. And it's kind of hard to see because I play on my phone here, but all right. See how I have like the Valentine's Day display? I have the heart here, this one, and then the Cupid shooting the thing. Now, I'm really OCD. So I try to face the buildings all one way, even though, yes, in real life it wouldn't be like that, but we're not in real life, we're in a video game. So if you are playing your city and you are one of those people that has your shop facing one direction and then the other shop is facing the other direction, you are the type of person that I hate. It drives me nuts. Okay? I cannot tell you how much that drives me just crazy. I don't know how you guys can look at the back of your shop. I don't know. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox on that one. But the reason that this one is facing the bush, as you can see, is because she's shooting an arrow and I had it shooting towards the bush to make it look like she was actually shooting it. See, I put a lot of thought into my city, believe it or not. Just these little tiny areas I've worked in for several hours, and I will do displays like that, like Easter displays. I'll make one little section about Easter, and I'll do the bunny swings and the bunny Ferris wheel and all that stuff. So that might be something that you guys want to keep in mind when you guys are buying them. Let's go back to the parks here. Okay. There's also some Halloween stuff like the graveyard, the bell tower. I don't know if that's Halloween. It kind of looked like a graveyard for a second there. There's this little thing over here. This like swamp thing, I thought looked super cool. And some of the stuff on my capital map isn't staying there. It's going to be on like my regional. So if you guys plan to be playing the game for quite some time and you plan to eventually unlock regional maps, you might want to consider thinking ahead of time. Like, okay, the cactus map, I might want to put some of those cowboy style mayor's buildings if you have them on that map, or the Christmassy stuff you might want to put on the Frosty map. So just try to like match it up, I would say. I mean, obviously you're not going to put a big Christmas display up on the Sunny Valley map. That would look retarded. There is a whole bunch of these Easter buildings. Okay, so these here, they cost coins. These parks here, they're really not something that, I mean, I thrive to buy, but I have seen some cool displays in people's city where they'll line like an entire, I'm sure you've seen them on Global. They line like an entire residential area with the parks. And usually when people do this, they kind of do like double displays. Like they'll have like one part of their residential lined with it, and then they'll do like a display, and then they'll have the other part of the residential lined with it. And they usually buy a lot of these rows of trees because they are a 30% pop boost. This thing here, I purchased for the front of my city because it spits up the water, which I thought was super cool. If you haven't seen it in my capital map, it sits next to my stuff here. So I thought it looked nice with the Eiffel Tower and whatnot. Now, when you guys are purchasing things that cost platinum keys, please spend your platinum keys very wisely. They are very hard to come by, okay? And some of these, like this castle, this one costs 20 platinum keys. Yes, it is super cool. But just, I would save your platinum keys, get a huge chunk of platinum keys, and then maybe when you're ready to design your city, then buy stuff with your platinum keys, and buy the largest items first. Don't make the mistake that I did and whittle away at them and then go, wow, I should have saved, you know, it took me forever to save the 90 for the waterfall phase. right here on the mountain side. So by the time I had really decided I was going to make a cool looking city, I was already too high level. So if you guys are low level and you guys are winning the mega prize in Calm, stay low level and win that thing as many times as you can, because those platinum keys that you're winning are priceless. You guys will never get those things at the high level. Not all the time. You're not going to win mega like you do when you're level 18. Okay. So just keep that in mind, that if you guys want to purchase things like the waterfall face or the delta for the beach, that you guys are saving those plat keys and buying that right away. Don't waste a bunch of that. Like, okay, I know when we talked about the epic pointers, that there were some buildings in there that were like worth 8 to 10 platinum keys that were worth 3 points. And I see a lot of people buy like several of the rowing centers or several of some of the landmark buildings, and they'll spend like 100 plat keys getting, 10 3-pointer buildings, which is great for epics, but you might regret spending those later. So you might want to consider spending just a few more gold keys and buying a different type of building than spending the platinum keys. Now, of course, that's totally up to you. I'm just telling you that when it comes to platinum keys, spend them wisely. Some of these boats are platinum keys. I believe here, let's pull it up here. And it's if you go to the landscape category, there's bridges. The bridges are really cool. However, the Plumb-Bob Bridge, which is this one here, it does go up in price each time you buy it. I don't remember if it maxes out though. Don't hold me to that because I'm not sure. This Omega Bridge, it costs Neo coins, and it does go up in price as well, but I do believe it maxes out. The Cobblestone Bridge is one of my favorites just because it's cheap and because the water kind of runs through it if you put it at a horizontal view. Now, some of these bridges look better horizontally than vertically. I believe I discussed that in one of my videos. As you can tell, I'm a fan of the suspension bridge. I think it looks cool horizontally, but vertically it looks kind of stupid. This red one here I think is hideous. I purchased it for my cactus map. And these ones here are a rip-off, okay? Yes, if you want to buy them, they do boost 16%. They kind of look cool here and there, but for the fact that they cost platinum keys, I think they're an absolute rip-off. This one here is 12 platinum keys. This is a boat. And then this one is 35 platinum keys. So yeah, I've spent my fair share on boats. This is a floating restaurant for platinum keys. Now, keep in mind, all this stuff does go on sale. So if it's something that you guys want to buy, I would just wait and see when it goes on sale. This one is also platinum keys. So like if you take a look around my city, you can see that I've spent a lot of money on keys. Trees. Those are expensive. Now, when I first started playing, they didn't have the regional maps. So we didn't have the regional trees. We only had these couple trees that you see here. So as you can see, I have 55 of those. And several of the trees in my city. I mean, if you guys have watched my videos, you've seen my city, you know how many trees I have. I'm a big fan of trees. Don't buy trees early on. Wait until you're ready to design your city, because, I mean, you have to buy a lot of them for it to actually look substantially good. When you guys are placing the trees down, you can space them out so that you don't have to buy as many trees to have it cover the same amount of area. And what I like to do is place parks or buildings that require roads along the roads. And that way you can put the trees further out, and that way you don't have to buy as many. Okay. These desert buildings, all of these will probably end up going on my cactus map. Now, some of these were limited time, and then they brought them in full time. They cost coins, keys for some of them, cash for others. Just buy whatever it is that you like. If there's something in here that you really like these frost trees, I'm going to put on my frosty map eventually. a lot of the animals, they're not really great for pop boost, but they are great fillers if you're trying to make a more suburb, kind of woodsy look to your city, like how I have the animals outlining. And animals do not require road, okay? You can place those animals in the middle of your map and they're not going to give you that annoying notification for roads. So that is super cool. I have them, you know, behind my buildings and stuff. Same with the farm. The rabbit forest, I like that one because it has that little piece of water in the corner and it looks nice when you place it near water. This stone thing, I do believe this one costs platinum keys. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to travel to my map so I can show you guys. So, for whatever reason, SimCity doesn't allow you to see how much it costs. If you have one in storage, you actually have to place it down before it will show you how much it costs, which is super annoying. So I'm going to go to the map that I have space on. Okay. So, if you guys are in the Mayor's Pass, this tab here, you can't purchase anything from this tab. This is stuff that you will earn through the passes. Now, as you can see, they have they're numbered. So this is Mayor's Pass 7 and so on. Okay? So some of these will they're mostly for looks. A lot of them don't. I mean, you have the ones that boost your pop like 60%, and then you have ones that do like a measly 15%. A lot of it's for looks, which honestly, most of them are pretty stupid looking. They did do one that I like, one pass. Where the hell? I can't remember where it is. It's like the mechanical graveyard, and you'll see like a purple flag. And on there, it'll say create city events. That means that they do little parades on your roads, like right here, this mysterious scrapyard. See how it has the little robot dude, and he's doing the parade. But unless you're playing on a tablet and you're zoomed in, you can't really, see it. So it does look cool though, and it is like, I think it's like an 80% pop boost or something. It's really high. But if you do see any buildings that have that little purple flag and it says create city events, that's what that means. And there's one that they did. It was a donut one. So they have the little donut parade running around. Gambling. These two I think look cool. They're kind of spendy. And this one looks cool. The rest of them are kind of ugly. Education, honestly, in my opinion, doesn't have a whole lot of buildings that look super cool. Besides the ones that we did for contests and mayors, the buildings I was showing you in my capital map. So as you can see, the public library, the high school, the college, they're all pretty ugly. This one looks okay. This one looks okay. And the Omega University is kind of cool looking. And then you have your hotspots, which aren't terrible, but nothing that is like, oh my God, that's such a badass building, So, all right. Transportation. This category has nothing cool as far as like looks. However, this here is a balloon park, and it will allow, you'll see hot air balloons floating around your city. So I do like that one. That one is cool. This one you're going to buy for Epic Pointers. We've already discussed that. These are hot spots. Okay. What other category do we have here? Entertainment. This one has some cool ones. All right. If you're a guy, you probably like the football field and the baseball stadium, soccer stadium. The Sydney Opera House is pretty. If you put it near the water, that's where mine is. A lot of people like the Ferris wheel. And honestly, if SimCity could do a really large Ferris wheel, that would be really cool, I think. If it like lit up and did like a city event, that would be cool. But they don't. But they have two Ferris wheels. They have the one with the eggs for the rabbits, and then they have this Ferris wheel. A lot of people like it. This Sumo Hall gets bought quite a bit. because I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. People buy that one a lot. This one, the Opera House, people buy a lot for epic pointers and population boosts because it's 60% pop boost, 3 epic points for only 8 keys, 8 platinum keys. But it is kind of large, so if you're placing it down, you might have to put it in storage. The hockey arena is pretty popular purchase as well. The wedding hall I like just because it's kind of cutesy. You can do, you can put it near the display for like Valentine's Day stuff. I think it looks cool there. And the coverage area is actually really large on it. If you can kind of tell there how large the square is. This one is really cool. The Sims Nightclub, I like that one. I buy it when it goes half off. The population boost is pretty big, but I try to place it like along like a strip, you know, to make it look, because as you can see, it has little lights and a disco thing. I just think it looks cool. Okay, let's go back to entertainment. These are all Contest of Mayors buildings that were prior to the Mayor's Pass. This is what I was referring to when I said the cowboy style stuff for the cactus map. And then you have these couple hot spots over here. This here is a limited time golden goal station. It is in your soccer pass right now. It is at the end of the pass. When you place it down, which I placed mine right here, this is what it looks like when you, here. If you click it, it says upgrade cost is 30 gold keys. And you need, if you click the information bubble here, it's going to give me a 70% pop boost. It's going to be worth 5 epic points. But as you can see here, I need Latin America residential population. So I have to hit that population in that category before I can upgrade. I don't know exactly how many categories it has as it is new and I haven't messed with it. So that's the best information I can give you guys on that. I can't tell you 100% if it's worth it, but it is, you know, it's a nice, you know, 4-point epic building. Let's see what else we have in the entertainment category here. All right, yeah, that covers the entertainment category. I think that tea house looks kind of cool, but I haven't unlocked it yet. I need the limestone cliff map to get that one. Beach has some really cool stuff. The merman statue I like. The Delta. The rowing center. I mean, you guys just kind of have to play around with it and see what it is that you guys, you know, like the look of. This looks kind of cool. I do like the lighthouse. That one, I did buy that one. It's on my Sunny Valley map. I never really cared much for these little tiny ones just because they're kind of hard to see. However, this luxury boat marina does look cool because the boats actually go out to the waters. They drive around, then they come back in. Lighthouse is popular. These little volleyball courts and surfer beach, those are stupid as hell looking. You barely see them. The motocross center is stupid. It's very low pop boost. Let's see. That one's okay. The carousel, I think, is dumb too. Not a very high pop boost. The aquarium, kind of cool. The roller coaster's okay. The Delta, yes, is very cool. I know I already said that. And there's other stuff that you'll see, like through the Mayor's Pass, that may also be placed on the beach as well. You just kind of have to. It just does basically what it is it's boosting that category, but it's allowed to be placed on the beach. Same with the mountain. There is Mayor's Pass mountain items that are able to be placed on the mountainside, but they are actually in that different category. All right, let's travel to my Frosty map, because I think the only category we haven't discussed is the mountain category, if I remember correctly. Now, a friend of mine that plays this game, he has a thing on his mountain, and it's like rock, and it has like a tiger or something like that, a jaguar maybe, that kind of crawls out of its den, looks around, and goes back in. I don't know if that is something that is still able to be purchased. I don't have it, and it does look really cool. So if you're somebody who has it, you know, that's awesome. All right, mountain category. All right. Oh, this one here, the first one, 60% pop boost, says SimCity city name sign. You've probably seen it on my capital map. And what it does is you purchase it, and it's whatever your city name is, it's going to display that on your mountainside, wherever you place that. All of these first ones, you have to purchase at least like one of these in order to unlock some of the other buildings. However, I think all of these, they don't really look very cool. They're kind of dumb looking. This one is the Paragliding Center, which I know I have that somewhere. It might be on my capital map. That one is cool. This one here is, oops, it's kind of hard to see. This Gritty Gold Mine, that one is cool. Hang on just a second. All right, the Paragliding Center's cool. I said that already. The mountain bike park, I've never actually purchased that one. All of these look kind of stupid, as you can tell. That one is okay. The ski resort, it's okay. I don't care much for it. It is a 3-pointer though, so, and a 50% pop boost, so it goes on my capital map when I do my epics. All right, this one is a 3-pointer as well. It does the puts the president, but it doesn't do presidents. If you look closely, it's got like the VU man. Okay, there's two castles here. The blue castle, that one looks cool. The mountain camp. This waterfall is 120 platinum keys. This one's 90 keys. Now, in my opinion, I like the stone face waterfall better. I think it looks cooler, but they are both nice. The ruins here, that's cool. And then the glacier, what the fuck? The glacier climbing thing. How much pop boost does it have? 40, and it's worth 2 points, so I don't even remember how I got that. It must have been like a mayor's, something I won through mayor's or something. Yeah, so I mean, honestly, I wish they would do some better stuff. Everybody's going to have different stuff. If you guys have been playing the game a while, before I started playing the game, they did this really cool like castle thing, and then they had a mountain category prior to that, so I don't have those buildings. I am going to go on my capital super quick and show you guys what's on there, and then I'm going to end this video so I can get it uploaded, because I think it's been, we're getting close to my storage time running out here. All right. I don't see the Paragliding Center. It must be, where the hell did I put that thing? I know I got it somewhere. Maybe it's on the other side of my Frosty map. Okay, you guys, I hope I helped you. I think I covered every single... Oh, gambling. Shit, sorry. No, I covered gambling. I do like that one. That one is cool. Beach, parks, education, landscape. Yeah, okay. We covered everything. If you guys want to go ahead and put in the comments below what's your favorite buildings, is there something that you guys like? Is there, that kind of stuff? Give me some feedback. It's always nice to hear your guys' comments. And unfortunately, you guys, I know it sucks, but you guys can't get a lot of the buildings that you see on my map. That one is pretty popular. A lot of people like that one. That one. The castle. So, all right. That being said, I am going to go ahead and end this video. If you haven't already, like I said, hit like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff.